I am that Florida guy, and this is the next video in my planning series. Today I'm going to be talking about our holiday planner and how we plan our holiday, why we do things on certain days, and also a few other things as well. In the top left corner I'm going to be adding the planner so you can see what our planner looks like, and I'll also be talking you through everything I do. So here we go. Now the first day we fly out September the 23rd, and our flight I believe is 10:30 in the morning. So we'll be spending the majority of the day at the airport and also flying. We're flying with Thomson from Newcastle. And we'll land, I think it's around 4:30, so we'll not get to the hotel until late at night. Well, not late at night, but roughly 6-7 o'clock. So our first night on our holiday, we always get some supplies for the room, so some pop, some snacks, things for the fridge, a few other things as well. So that's the first day on the planner. Also, you'll notice on our planner, I don't know how big it's going to be, but if you're watching on the TV you should be able to see, I have a notes section as well, and I just put little notes in there to remind me that we need to do certain things. Book shuttles, reservations, all go in the notes section. I have uploaded a blank planner onto Orlando Uncovered, so you can find that on there if you want the planner to look a bit like this. The evening section, which is where I've put all the meals, not every night is there. I've just put certain restaurants in there to fill the blanks. So the first night we've got Buffalo Wild Wings. We probably will go there that night depending on how tired we are. That's just in there in case to remind me that we do want to go there. So certain nights on the evening we won't go to the places that are in there. We're just going to sort of pick on the night depending on how tired we are and where we've been. So that's basically the first night. In the notes section for the first night I've got book shuttle for Universal Studios, and that's just a reminder because you normally need to book the shuttle 24 hours in advance. So I've all colour coded everything, so the shuttles are orange, reservations are blue, and any other notes are in green. So we'll book the shuttle the first night for the next day, because the second day, which is our first full day, we are at Universal Studios, the actual studio part. So morning, afternoon and late afternoon we'll be spending the full day there. And then at night time I have Miller's Ale House, which is on iDrive. Awesome place. If it's your first time going, I highly recommend Miller's Ale House. I've never had anyone say a bad thing about that. Our fast passes that we probably will do, I'm going to explain as well, but for Universal we don't have fast passes. I'll be telling you what preferred rides we're going to do in Universal, because we don't pay for the express pass there. But for Disney I'll be telling you what rides we'll be fast passing. So for Universal I'm just going to tell you that the rides that we won't want to miss, and these are our must do rides whilst we are in Universal. So the first one is The Simpsons. I never got to ride it when it was Back to the Future. I've only ever ridden it when there's The Simpsons, but it's a great ride. I do come off feeling a little bit sick because it is quite a bit jerky, but really good ride. Next one's Transformers. Awesome ride, cannot miss that. Have to ride Transformers every time we go. E.T. is the next one. It's a very old ride that was there since the park was opened, but again one of my favourite rides. Have to ride that one. And the last one is Becca's favourite, which is Men in Black. That's her favourite ride in the park. I also enjoy it as well. It's a great ride. So they're our must do rides inside Universal Studios. So we'll just go on to the next day now. So as you can see in the notes section after Universal Studios, I've got book shuttle for Typhoon Lagoon. Now the hotel which we stay at is the Rosen International 7600 iDrive. They don't offer a free Disney shuttle, so to speak, but they do offer a shuttle which you pay for. We don't mind paying, we budget for it. Just means I don't have to drive because I don't like driving. So we need to book the shuttle the night before. I think it's roughly $18 a person, return trip, so it's worth it. So we need to book the shuttle for that as well, and that will drop it off at the Ticket and Transport Centre, and then from there we need to get the bus to Typhoon Lagoon. So the next day after that is a full day Typhoon Lagoon from opening to just before closing. This is our favourite water park. We've tried Blizzard Beach, we haven't tried Aquatica or Wet n Wild, just the Disney ones. But Typhoon Lagoon's one of our favourite water parks. We'll leave just before park closes, reason being there's a mad dash to get out and all the buses are packed. So maybe leave half an hour to an hour before closing and you'll find your journey back much easier. Obviously if you're driving, then you can stay there a little bit longer. On the night time there, I've got NBC Grill Bar. As I say, I don't know we'll go there that night, but that's a place that we definitely want to try whilst we're there, because last year it opened the day we were leaving and we didn't have a chance to go, so definitely going there. And as you can see in the notes section, book shuttle for Magic Kingdom. Again, just a reminder, if it's your first time, this might be ideal for you, because a lot of planning does go into Florida to make it as magical as possible. So the next day is Magic Kingdom. Now, we have always done Magic Kingdom on our first day on holiday, but our first full day happens to be a Saturday. Going to Magic Kingdom on a Saturday is a bad idea. It's one of the busiest parks in the Florida area. You'll just end up queuing. It's too busy to move. You can't get any good photos, so we always try to avoid parks like that on a weekend. Ideally, if we had time, we wouldn't do any parks on a weekend, but since we're only there for 2 weeks this year, obviously we've chosen Universal in Typhoon Lagoon. So on the Monday, we're hoping it's going to be a little bit quiet at Magic Kingdom, and we'll go there. I've got my fast passes written down here. If you just bear with me, I will tell you what we will be fast passing. Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger spin, awesome ride, sort of a bit like Men in Black, shooting targets, the cart spins and whatnot. Really good ride for adults and children. Peter Pan, that's a cool little ride. It's one of the older rides. Could do with a little bit TLC, but it's one of the park icons. I think you've got to ride it. The next one is a ride we've never been on, simply because we've never been able to get a fast pass, and that is the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Sorry. So I'm hoping this year I can get a fast pass for it. Haven't got my fast passes yet because I'm not at the 60-day mark, but I'm going to get up early and try, because I've always wanted to ride it. It looks like a great ride. So that's the Magic Kingdom. We're going to come back late afternoon from Magic Kingdom, come back to the hotel and have a little dip in the pool. The pool's quite nice at our hotel and it doesn't get over busy, so that's what we'll be doing, as you can see in the late afternoon there. Then on the night time, we've got Bubba Gump's. Really nice restaurant. If you are going, I recommend making a reservation, because you'll be waiting for ages. Bubba Gump's is a really fun restaurant based on the Forrest Gump film. So if you've never been before, brush up on your Forrest Gump trivia, because while you're waiting for your meal, waiters and waitresses will just drop by and ask you a question based on the film. You don't win anything, but it's just a cool little thing to pass time as you're waiting for your meal. One thing I forgot to mention, we have a reservation at 20 to 2 at Magic Kingdom for Be Our Guest. We've never ever managed to get a reservation at Be Our Guest before. We couldn't get one for dinner time at the night, so we've had to get it for dinner time. But I've heard there's not much difference, so that might be worth thinking about if you can't get a nighttime reservation. Also in the notes section after Magic Kingdom, you'll see again book shuttle for Islands of Adventure. This is the free shuttle, just you've got to book 24 hours in advance. So the next day, Islands of Adventure, Universal's second park. We really like this park. Like both Universal parks, I'd probably say the studios are my favourite, but Islands of Adventure has really cool theming. Great area for the kids as well. Again, we haven't got fast passes for Universal, but I will tell you my preferred must-do rides. So we've got Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, Popeye and Bluto's Bilge Rat Barges. Bear in mind, if you go on this ride, it is a water ride and you won't come off dry. Some water rides you can go on, just get a little splash, shoulders get wet, shorts get wet. If you're going on this ride, you may as well just jump in the pool, because that's how wet you'll get. Awesome ride. You see people wearing ponchos, absolute waste of time. They'll get you whichever way to get you wet that they can. And the last one is Spider-Man, which is in Marvel's Superhero Island. Again, this park has probably the best theming, because Universal, the studios part, is based around movie production and stuff. This seems to have the better theming with the Jurassic Park area. That has another awesome water ride with the biggest waterfall drop, I think. Also there's like a Sinbad area, and then there's Seuss Landing, which is really cool for the kids as well. There is a small like trolley train ride which takes you around Seuss Landing. That's a really cool ride for adults as well to cool down on, and you also get some awesome views from the park as well, because it's quite high up, so you get some great views of the park for some nice photos or a video. I did record a full point of view video. I'll try and get that from the computer and get that uploaded onto YouTube in case you want to have a look. If I do remember, I will put a link below. So after Islands of Adventure, we'll be leaving a little bit early because our friends are in Orlando the same time as us, and they have booked a private cruise on the Epcot Lake. So we've got a boat rented for the 4. It was meant to be 6, but 2 people can't come now, so it'll just be the 4 of us watching Illuminations at Epcot. So that would be really, really nice. So make sure you subscribe to my channel. I will be vlogging every day from the park, and I'll be doing a 1-take vlog from the park each day and uploading that straight from my iPhone. And I will be recording on the Canon every single day and editing once I get back to make 20-30 minute vlogs, so I can get as much content out here as I can. So that'll be a late night that night as well. And then you'll see afterwards in the notes section, book shuttle for Animal Kingdom. So the next day is Animal Kingdom. This is Becca's favourite park of all time. There's not tons and tons of exciting thrill rides there. It's a really, really lovely chilled out day. We love Animal Kingdom. The must do rides in Animal Kingdom, which will be fast passing, are Kilimanjaro Safaris, which is obviously the safari. I recommend either doing that as early in the morning as you can or at late at night. A lot of the animals don't come out midday because it's so hot. Now Animal Kingdom do the nighttime safari as well, which possibly is a bonus. I've never done it myself yet. I've only seen videos of it done, but that does look quite cool as well. Kali River Rapids, another water ride. There's already a video up of me on that screaming. That's in my channel trailer. If you haven't seen that, make sure you check that out, and that will show you quite a bit of the ride of Kali River Rapids. And the next one, we normally fast pass as Dinosaur, but when we're away this year, it's down for refurb, so I can't. So I think it's tough to be a bug, which is underneath the park icon, the Tree of Life. I'll not tell you what it's about. It's just a show. Really good. I'm not going to say any spoilers about it. If you've never been before, it's your first time, I'd recommend doing that. Really, really good. Also, Animal Kingdom, it's in the name itself. There's loads of animals to see. You can go down and see the operation room where they operate on animals. We were lucky enough to see an operation live on a parrot last year. That was awesome. It had got hurt when they took it in, and they were doing an operation to obviously make it better. I think they were saying it had something like cancer or something wrong with its lungs, but when we found out a few days later, it was recovering. So if you're lucky enough to catch that, that's a great experience as well. And there's also lots of shows and stuff. I haven't experienced any of the nighttime things at Animal Kingdom yet, so still yet to see that, but obviously you'll see it this year because I'm going to try them all this year. And then in the notes, we've got reservation for Tusker House, which is a character meet and greet. Now week 2 brings us on to my favourite park, which is Epcot Centre, or Epcot. We absolutely love this park so much that we do it over 2 days. The World Showcase is my favourite place to spend. We do go to the theme park side of things first. The Fast Pass is going to be difficult for us to choose this year because Frozen Ever After has just opened. Becca really wants to ride that. I will ride it, but I'm not fussed on it. Soarin's changed to Soarin' Across the World from Soarin' over California. And Test Track, there are other favourite rides. Now Epcot offers a tier system for the Fast Passes even. So I think we can only either Fast Pass Soarin' or Test Track or Frozen Ever After. Can't do all 3. So we're doing Epcot over 2 days. So one day we'll Fast Pass Frozen Ever After and the next day Fast Pass Test Track. Now the reason I've chosen to do Soarin' in the standby line simply is they've added a 3rd theatre. So that means the queues should in theory be shorter. Now what I've seen on Twitter and YouTube and things, the lines have been considerably shorter since the 3rd track's opened. So that's a positive. And when we're in Epcot, we are lucky that the Food and Wine Festival's on. Now that's a great event to go to. It happens in the World Showcase and there's loads to do. If you haven't been before, you can try food from all different countries around the world at their respective pavilion, plus other ones that pavilions aren't built, there's stalls as well. It's not massive full meals, it's just literally little sample things. So what me and Becca do is we get the Epcot souvenir plate, and it's just like a little snack plate with a drink holder, and all the drinks and snacks fit on there that you try all around the world. You also get a little passport when you go in, and you can tick off what you've had from each country, which is great. Nice little souvenir. I've got them from the past 3 years. So we do it over 2 days just to make sure we can try a few different things. Basically, Epcot's such a chilled out park, especially around the World Showcase. It tends to be more of an adult park. You do see a lot of children there, but it's not as like child orientated like Magic Kingdom is. It's more catered sort of for the older crowd, but we absolutely love it. So that's what's next, as you can see. And then you'll see me notes section. I've got shuttle for Hollywood Studios because we're there the next day. Hollywood Studios, I know they've had to shut things to build Star Wars Land, Toy Story Land, but I'm quite disappointed. Last year we only spent half a day in Hollywood Studios because there's literally nothing much to do there. Our fast passes are going to be Star Tours. I forgot the next one. Let's just have a quick look on my phone. Star Tours, I could ride that all day long. There we go. The Great Movie Ride's the next one, and Toy Story Midway Mania. Now, the queue for Midway Mania is always massive, but they've added a third track. So from what I've read, because obviously I haven't been this year since they've added it, the queues are a lot smaller, which is a bonus, so they can get more people in and more people out. But I'll still fast pass it just to be on the safe side. So we're only going to do half a day there, and then we're going to head down to Disney Springs and check out the new shopping centre there. Have a couple of drinks along, have a look at the new springs and all the new lovely things that they've built there. After Hollywood Studios and Disney Springs on the night time, we're going to try Jimmy's Margaritaville. We've never ever been there before. We've only been there for drinks. We stopped for one drink one year. In the outside bit, which is where the aeroplane is. Really, really nice. But I've heard it's lovely for food, so we're going to try that as well. The next day, which is Saturday, is Discovery Cove. Reason being we've chose to do Discovery Cove on a Saturday is again to get out of the theme parks on a weekend because they're mega busy. Discovery Cove is an all-inclusive park for the day, and you pay a premium to get in, but there's only so many people that can go in for that day. So once you're in, they won't accept people on the gate. You have to have it pre-booked. If it's your first time going to Discovery Cove, make sure you get there early, around 7 AM before it even opens. That way you can get a good dolphin swim time. The first year we went, we rocked up at about 9 o'clock and we didn't get a dolphin swim time till about 3 PM. So it meant we were always watching our watches and we couldn't really chill out. So the successive years afterwards, we've always been there early for 7 o'clock. And we've always got the first swim time, which is 9 o'clock, I think, or 9:10, something like that. Once you've done your dolphin swim, which is amazing by the way, you can just go chill out for the rest of the day on the lazy river. You can do sea venture, there's an aviary you can go in, various other things you can see, there's animal shows, or you can just chill out on the beach and relax. So you get your breakfast, in lunch, drinks and snacks all included, and they also do Budweiser beer, which is a bonus for me because I absolutely love Budweiser. So after Discovery Cove, we are going to go to Longhorn Steakhouse, which is a little bit of a more classier place than your standard diner or sports bar. Amazing steaks, nicest I've ever seen. I'll put a picture just there of the steak and you can see how nice that was. It's not too pricey either. It's a little bit more pricier than like your sports bars if you're staying on iDrive, but it's well worth going there. Now on the Sunday, again, to get out of the theme parks, we're going shopping. Now for being a man over in Orlando, I love the shopping because they do all the NFL gear, which I love, which I can't get at home. So we're going to go to the outlets and then Florida Mall, and then hopefully by the afternoon we'll be going back to the hotel, dump all our stuff in the room and jump in the pool for a little bit and just relax around the pool on the loungers, have a little dip in. Because on the night time is my event, Halloween Horror Nights. Absolutely love this, can't wait for it. I'm constantly trolling Twitter, Facebook, websites looking for all the news. I listen to the Scare Zone podcast as well, so check that out if you haven't. I've also just ordered the Halloween Horror Nights 2016 guidebook as well to read through. So we'll be spending one night there. Now with Halloween Horror Nights, Becca won't go inside any of the houses, which I'm not going to force her to because that's her choice. She doesn't like things like that. She'll just come to the event for me because I really enjoy it. But our friends are meeting with her in the guy Jim. He absolutely loves anything to do with horror. So me and him go in the houses while the girls just stay outside. Becca will do the scare zones, but that's enough for her, which is her choice, which is fine. It is quite a scary event, but I absolutely love it. We're going to do Halloween Horror Nights over 2 nights, and I'll explain that at the next day that we're going to do it, which you can probably already see on the planner. So Halloween Horror Nights will be a late night, but we're up again early to go back to Epcot, back to the Food and Wine Festival, and then back to do our second fast pass for one of the rides that we couldn't fast pass on the first day. Again, Epcot's an amazing park. You've already heard us waffle on about it, so I'm not going to tell you again. A lot of people don't really like Epcot, but I do. On the night time, I've just dropped Tilted Kilt in there. That's not definite that we're going to go there. We're just running out of places and logos to find on the internet to put in. Tilted Kilt's sort of like Hooters, but it's still like a family friendly pub. And then I've written in the notes we need to be at Universal the next day for the Stay and Scream, which I need to change that because I've put that in wrong, sorry. So after that night, we've got Tuesday the 4th of October. Now the holiday is starting to come to the end by this point, so what we do is we visit our favourite parks again and do all our favourite activities and all our favourite rides. So we're going back to Universal Studios in the morning, and then what we'll do is we'll jump on the Hogwarts Express over to Islands of Adventure, stay in there for a little bit, and then get the Hogwarts Express back because you get 2 different experiences on the train each way. And then we'll go back to Universal Studios for it getting dark. And then on the night time, we're going to try and get a reservation at Paradiso 37 at Disney Springs, which is a really nice restaurant. The next day, Becca, is again a day for Becca, is SeaWorld. I don't really enjoy SeaWorld, it's not for me. It's alright, it's just, if Becca said she didn't want to go, I wouldn't go at all. It's only a park that we'll probably spend from maybe 9 AM till about 2-3 o'clock. So again, we're going to go back to the hotel. The rides that I like at SeaWorld, I can't even remember the names of them, is the Antarctica one with the Puck the Penguin. That's really good. And I like the helicopter simulator as well. But obviously we're like, we don't go see Shamu, not going to get into the whole Blackfish story thing. That's just not for us. I do like the dolphin show, and we do like seeing the sea lions and whatnot. It's a nice walk around, it's a nice laid out park, and it's always empty every time we go. I think that's just because of the bad name that's getting at the minute though. So anyway, less of that. After that, after we've had a swim and a relax, back to Halloween Horror Nights. Now that night it's just going to be me and Becca on my own, so I won't be doing any houses that night. The plan is to just do the scare zones, which Becca doesn't like but she does like at the same time. We're going to see the shows, which haven't been announced yet, but we'll still stop and see them. And also all the rides that are open on the night time, we're going to ride them as well because the queues will be really short. So there will be Men in Black, Simpsons, the Mummy's open, and also, what's the other one? Can't remember what the other one is. Transformers is open as well. There's one more which I really can't remember. But Escape from Gringotts, sorry. So we're all going to ride all them on a night time because the queues will be short. I'm just going to have a nice night out at an event. The last day, at the minute, I've kept free, and that is to go back to our favourite Disney parks. We've done Epcot twice, so we won't be going back to Epcot. Possibly pop back to Magic Kingdom for a little bit, then we might park hop over to Animal Kingdom. Just depends, I've kept that free. Then on the last day, very sad day, we are going to go to IHOP for our last American breakfast because that's our favourite place for breakfast. And then we'll be spending the rest of the day, unfortunately, at the airport. Flight takes off at 4:10. And then you can see at the bottom of the planner there, I've just written a list of restaurants which I could possibly change if we didn't want to eat where I've put on a certain night. As I say, the nighttime meals are just there to fill the blanks in. We'll always swap and drop them, but if you make sure you subscribe, you will see where we go, because I'm going to be vlogging every day. I've got extra batteries, extra memory cards. What I'm going to do is, like I've already mentioned, one take vlog from the park during the day, and then when I get back, I'll be editing our full day, so from morning to night each day. And I'm going to put a video up every week so that they're not squashed together, so it gives people a chance to watch the previous ones. So that's it for our planner. You will find it on Orlando Uncovered Facebook group if you do want the blank planner. Leave a comment below if you can't find it, and I will re-upload it again. I might post a link to my Twitter if I can find out how to do an attachment on there. And that's it basically. So make sure you like and subscribe. I hope this video has been informative for you. Any questions, don't hesitate to ask below. I'd love to hear from you. This is why I do the videos, to help people, because my first year I didn't know anything, and I wasted so much time. Yes, this might be all hectic and it might be a lot of planning, it might not be what you want to do. This is just what we do. I'm not saying in any way you have to do this. Also, make sure you subscribe to Diz After Dark podcast. Great shows. Also follow Becca on Twitter at thatfloridagal1. I'm on Twitter at thatfloridaguy1. Obviously subscribe to the YouTube, and that's it for now. And remember guys, stay tuned.